The fourth leading cause of death of the kids that are in her school would actually end up being suicide. I mean, there's no reason that an 11-year-old, 12, 13, 14-year-old should have such despair in their life that the only thing they can think about doing is hanging themselves or putting a gun to their head. That's just wrong. So a part of what this movie is really about is to actually empower the people around them to be able to reach out and break through the loneliness and depression that's already out there.
It's been way more than just a couple people getting excited about a film. It's really our whole church is back in this thing. There's obviously the excitement of making a film, but really the passion is, hey, we can make a difference around the world.
There's so many different ways that you can save a life. It's not just about teen suicide. It's about just someone's life in general. It's not about living or dying. It's about living.
Hi, my name is Brian. I'm the director. And action. And I get to really play with all these great actors all day and try to figure out what to do and how to make this movie real and authentic.
Brian is really cool. He's a very chill guy. You know, you can say whatever you need to say to him. He comes to you with opinions and things that he, sees for the character, and he wants to know what you think about it. And before we even started filming, he's like, do you like rehearsals? And he just asked me what would make me comfortable on set.
Even when I couldn't get my acting together, because sometimes there's scenes, and you'll see them, where I wasn't on top of my game. It's hard to be good all the time, and he was patient, and I really appreciate that about him.
I remember the time when we were doing the baptism at the beach, and we wrapped, and he just ran right out to the water and dove in with everybody and just had a good time. Because it's really easy to forget that, we're making a movie, but we're people, and you want to make this fun, and you want to remember it as a positive thing.
76, Apple, take 1, D-Mark.
And action.
And cut.
I'm releasing the clutch way too fast. I'm nervous now. Stop watching me.
Well, first day, literally first what? I maybe started a dozen times at the most before actually getting on camera.
He's the first student of the Jim Brett's Driving Stick Academy, and I just want to say we've got evidence on film that he was very successful, and the whole world's going to see it.
He's got a good energy about him, which draws you to him. That smile. I mean, how many times on set have they said that he's got twinkles in his eyes or whatever? He's just very, you're drawn to him, which is great for that character because that's exactly what he was supposed to be.
Life gets a little better.
Seeing Deja just be excited about acting and just getting it right and getting right into the scenes and caring so much about these moments. She's not caught up with the whole industry and trying to be famous or anything like that, but just wanting to get the job done right. And I think it really actually raised the bar for a lot of us. I don't even know if she planned on doing that, but whenever you approach something that way, it challenges everybody around you just to do the same thing.
Just chilling and waiting for the next scene to come up. The next scene I have a little baby bump in. It's exciting.
Josh did his thing. He was very natural and believable. He didn't need to do a big show because he really believed what he was saying. He really felt it. And so when he gave his speeches and he would talk to the character of Jake, it was just so real. I felt touched by him. It was even so much that after we leave set, we would talk all night about things in my life because I felt he could help me as a person too, because he was not only good as Chris and Jake, he was good as Josh and Randy, because the guy is just, he's enlightened. He knows so much about life, and I respect his opinion.
My girlfriend is amazing.
Hey, we're making a picnic in the bed of a truck. This is a date scene. Jake is being romantic, and Jake and Amy ditch school, and then he has a picnic ready to go. Picnic blanket and all. Cool. Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. You're so sweet.
Hey, I read it on Yahoo News.
Johnny and Andrea's date was just so much fun. I mean, what girl wouldn't want to like crack open some ice and find flowers there, you know? Like it was just a lot of fun, and Sean's awesome to work with. And I mean, we got really silly at the end there with the ice cream dropping in the lap. Like we just look at each other and start laughing. I think it was late. They were trying to get us in under time, and everyone was, I think, like, oh, stop laughing. But we made it through, and it was awkward and wonderful.
That was pretty much my first time with the bacon bits and ice cream. But I would say it's pretty good.
One of the challenges for me is also my highlight, working with the volunteers.
Chug, 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 chug.
Hi, I'm Nicole Franco, producer of To Save a Life, and we're here at Sound Deluxe Taddeo today doing the ADR recording with some of our volunteer teenagers. And our supervising sound editor is Becky Sullivan, who's here, and we're so excited is on the film. And tell me what it's like working with these kids.
Well, they are definitely not your Hollywood-trained actors for the Loop Group, which is bringing actors in to be the crowd voices, behind-the-scenes voices in the movie. And but these kids have a lot of good energy. They're willing to work hard, so they're doing a great job.
Man, I hate that class. I totally failed that history test.
Yeah, this party's off the hook.
Yeah, it's awesome. Woo! Dude, where's the bathroom?
Oh!
That's pretty good, except for the laughing in the background.
Behind the scenes. Behind the scenes right now.
Bye. We had extras on set at 6 in the morning for free, being an extra and still doing a good job. I mean, I've tried to be an extra before. It's hard. It really is hard. And these kids are just going full out with it.
A lot of the people that we met in Oceanside that were volunteers or extras on the set, I still talk to them on MySpace and Facebook, so it was fun. It opened up a whole nother world.
Just to say, hey, everybody here is so excited you guys are here and so helpful. There'll be some times where it's going to seem like we're just going to go, shh, be quiet. What we're really meaning is, we love you, we're so appreciative of you, would you please be quiet? But might just not come out. So you need to just like...
Making a movie.
You can be good at basketball and make whatever shots you want to make, but when they say action, you've got like 500 extras, however many watching you, waiting for you to make that shot, it doesn't happen. I don't care how good you are. The best thing about missing 7 shots before I made the perfect shot was the audience wanted me to make it so bad that when I finally made it, they went crazy.
3-pointer by Jake Taylor.
The good thing about Brian is that Brian doesn't want to make a cheesy movie. He wants to make a realistic movie. So a lot of movies you'll see a guy shoot this shot from half court or behind the back, and then you see the ball drop in the hoop, you know? And so I didn't want to do that because I know I can make these shots, and I know I can do these passes, and I'm confident in my skills to do all this, but it's really hard to put a whole play together. You know, the clock ticking down. So Brian somehow trusted me and the DP and the camera operators, Brandon and everybody, to get this whole scene in one shot. And he pulled it off. And it was cool because at the end of the night, we're all tired. Somehow we pulled it off behind the back pass, missed the shot, get it in the air on the fade, make it perfect. Clock ticks down to 0. It's beautiful. And it was all in one shot. So beautiful.
Hi, my name is Christiane Covington. I'm the script supervisor on How to Save a Life. And I guess I could give you in about a 1-minute explanation of what I do. There's 2 major parts of script supervising. One is keeping notes for the editor. It becomes the editor's Bible. Every single take is labeled by me, timed, explained thoroughly in the notes. The second major part of the job, besides keeping a log of everything that happens, all the nuts and bolts, is I check for continuity details to make sure that the film will cut together properly. That kind of sums up what I do. There's a lot more to it, but those are the 2 basic arenas I deal with. This is the nicest crew I've ever worked with. I just wanted to say that on camera. This is the nicest crew I've ever worked with. It's true.
People really were praying and wanting the best. I remember I had a scene and Jim Britt's got everyone together for a little prayer circle to pray that I had the best scene I could possibly have. And it was so great. It took me out of the scene a little bit, but I was so just caught up in the fact that they're all like crying and praying and hoping that I have the best scene possible. Not just for me to look like a good actor, but because they want the message to relate to the people, the audience. It's unbelievable.
No matter all the struggles, no matter all the difficulties, no matter what, it's all worth it. Because again, it's really just about saving lives.
You can be going through a really, really rough time, but there's probably like a really, really great time right around the corner if you can just hang in there.
Like having somebody compliment you one day can totally change your entire day. You may think that you're not feeling too good that day and somebody will be like, you look really cute today. And you're like, thank you. It changes your day.
People commit suicide and they're not successful. There's a reason for that. They're asking for help. So pay attention to your friends. Don't be selfish with your girlfriend. Think about the future, you know? It's just, I think that this film can really make people slow down and pay attention to the life and be present in it and open their eyes up.
I think this film is basically about caring about other people. I think this film is about caring about other people more than you care for yourself.